This is Jet with Pop Austin Media, and I got singer Cella Black in the building. How's life?
Life's good.
She was
Life's
like,
great.
were you ready yet? How did I
It's
go too quick?
hot.
Oh,
It's
it is. It's
hot.
hot. She heard the ice cream truck. She think about ice cream.
I
I ain't
am
gonna
gonna
lie, the
go
ice
grab a
cream
fire.
sound good as hell with this heat.
Quick pause. I got it for everybody.
Yeah, that'd be wild. Let's start from the beginning though. We were just talking about this. Where you originally from? I thought you was from Austin. You said no. I was shocked. Where you from?
I'm from Davenport, Iowa.
See, I knew it was gonna be some random place.
I told you. I was like, I'm gonna surprise you. You're gonna be like, what? Yeah, Davenport, Iowa. It's like about 3 hours away from Chicago,
I've heard
Illinois.
of Davenport,
Have
Iowa.
you really?
Yeah, I have.
That's so strange.
Yeah, I've heard of it though, randomly
That's crazy.
out of all the places.
What did you hear?
No, I just know like there's some people that are famous that are from there that I follow. There's a wrestler that I follow, Seth Rollins. He's from there, so that's how I kind of heard of Davenport, Iowa. So when you said that, it's
Okay.
random. How long were you out there?
I've lived there my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how was childhood out in Davenport, Iowa? What is there to do in Iowa?
Oh, you know what? It's cold, so like when it snows, like we just do what kids in the snow do, make big ass icicles or igloos and like snowmen and sled. And then you have about 2 months of summer where you can just go let loose.
What's the
And
hottest the summer gets?
It gets up into like the 90s.
So it's like feasible. It's not like
Yeah.
out here.
No, no. This heat's different. It's like humid. Like you're gonna sweat in air conditioning.
Yep, exactly.
Like you're like, fuck.
You gotta have AC.
You have to in your car, in your house, in the bathroom. You need an extra fan in the room at night. Like you got to be cool out down here. It's hot. It's hot.
It takes some getting used to. So what high school did you go to out there?
I went to West High School.
Okay, and then I always ask this to everybody: if you had to, like, say what group did you hang out with, like at the lunch table?
I was the bad kid. I was like
So you
smoking
wasn't even
pot,
so you wasn't even
skipping
going to
school.
lunch.
Yeah, I was. I had like older brothers, and I kind of just did what I wanted when I got to high school. My mom worked like 3 jobs, so
Damn. So you left to your own devices. In a
anything
sense.
I wanted. Yeah, just kicking it.
She didn't care that you smoked, or did you hide
She
it
didn't
from her?
really know. She worked so much
So
that
she just never
when
smelled
she
nothing?
found out, she definitely was like, "No, you gotta stop. What are you talking? Like, what are you doing?" And then, yeah, but I was the skipper, the stoner kid.
Did you finish?
I got my GED.
All right, but you finished.
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
did.
Yeah. I was just curious. I was like, I wonder if you finished. Because, I mean, like I said, it's 50-50, I tell people.
Yeah,
It's more than you would think that don't finish. Some people just drop out at 9th grade. You be like, damn, you give it a shot.
it was 10th grade.
No, I know, but no, I know some people that be like, I went a couple times. That wasn't for me, man. Like, wow, it wasn't
No,
for
but
you.
school wasn't for me because, like, when I was a kid, I struggled with ADHD really bad.
It gets boring.
And
in
my
classes.
mom had me like in Catholic school from like kindergarten to like 3rd grade.
Oh.
When I went to public school, they were like, "Wait a minute, something's wrong with this child. She can't sit still. She talks so much." And my mom was against like the medicine because she's Native American and like we
Okay.
believe in like natural,
Mm-hmm.
medicines.
Weed's natural.
I couldn't smoke weed.
I know.
in
I'm
3rd
just saying.
grade.
I know that.
I mean, maybe
I'm
if
just
they
saying,
had
like
the
now,
oils,
though,
if
like
they had
she's-
the oils back then,
Oh,
I'd have been
yeah.
straight.
But I'm just saying, like now, like when she was saying, "Oh no, you can't. It's natural.
Yeah.
It's not like it's pills or anything." So what got you into music? Being out from Davenport, Iowa.
So
I'm saying that like there's music doesn't exist out there, but I'm just asking.
It does exist a little bit. It wasn't enough for me though. Where I want to go, it's like mainstream. So like you can only go so far there. If you leave like and go to a bigger city, you have a better chance. I'm not saying people there can't make it, but you just have a better chance of being in a bigger city, getting more exposure. But singing my whole life, I've just always sang. It's just a passion of mine. It's healing. It's beautiful. I love instruments and all that. So, being in talent shows all my life, choir, like I just grew up in the music scene. So,
Okay, so you've been singing since you were young, then.
yeah.
When did you realize that you actually had the talent for it, though? Because everybody can just sing. I sang in choir when I was young, and I'm a shitty singer.
I think
So-
it had to be when I started getting chose to be like doing a solo part. So in choir,
yeah,
I
that
had a lot of
matters.
solo parts.
I ain't getting no solo.
The talent show I went to was like it was a high school talent show, and I was in 4th grade. And one of my mentors, she was like my big sister. Her name was Waukesha, rest her soul. She was like, I want you to come sing at our high school's talent show. And I was like, okay, happy go lucky little girl. And I went and I got second place.
Okay.
And like my mom freaked me out though. So check this out. I had stage fright after that.
After you had stage fright when
listen,
you got placed?
No, you had to hear me out. So check it out. So before I got on stage, my mom was like, "Kid, you got this? You got this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. Like I sing every day. Like this is what I do." And I got on the stage, and I sang, and I got a standing ovation. Everybody was clapping. It was great. I was feeling great. I get off the stage, and my mom is like, "Oh my god!" And she's freaking me out, crying, having an anxiety attack. And I'm like, "What did I do wrong?" So like I think she kind of messed me up for a really long time to get back on the stage.
Was she more just happy of you?
Yeah.
And then you just it didn't register you when you were young for it. That's
I thought I did something wrong. I'm like, what did I do?
Somebody had to tell you, no, mom crying, that's a good thing. She's supposed to cry at this point. That's the only time. Do you have any inspirations from music?
You know what? My inspiration is just I have a message for the world. I want people to focus on their self and heal. We've all had trauma happen to us in our childhood, teenage years, even adulthood. Some trauma can happen whenever, and it's really important to like get to know yourself, know what your triggers are, and just try to find that healing space and that peace. And hopefully the world can calm down a bit with all the chaos. That's kind of just my message, like, to the world. So yeah, that's my inspiration.
Do you have any musical influences? I ask a lot of people nowadays, and people don't have any. Really? Since this guy left, there's nobody to look up to. This guy and a few other ones. That was my first
love. That's when I came in. I go, wow, that's my first love right there.
That guy was something else. But there's nobody. I would say that's the only one that people would say when they look. They're like, oh yeah, Michael Jackson.
I did like Whitney Houston.
Oh yeah.
Mariah Carey. Because they sang, but they also had some of their music had meaning to it. They both duetted in a song together that was on like that movie Prince of Egypt, if you believe. And it was just like when I was a little girl, staying at home all by myself, mom working 3 jobs, brothers off doing whatever they wanted. Like that was my peace. That was my everything. Was just that whole album, the Whitney Houston album. I think it was called it was like the Heartbreak Hotel one.
I know what you're talking about. I know a lot of her stuff, but I don't know about like when I listen. I'm like, yeah, I know that song. Yeah. But yeah, I'm more like with Mariah though. That was my girl too, Mariah. But Whitney, there was not. Yeah, she's different. Do you have a favorite producer that you like to work with? So actually, hold on. Let me backtrack real quick. Okay. We brought you to Austin. You said bigger city, bigger, more opportunities, and it's a music city. It's a music capital of the world.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what spawned it? You just kind of like, just like, I'm out of here. Let me try this out.
So I found my niche when I was like 25, and it was bartending. I like to work under pressure, work fast. I like working like under pressure. It's the best way for me. And this guy, Charlie Sidores, he was my manager, and he said, I got a show this weekend, Cella, you gonna come? And I was like, what do you play? What do you sing? And he's like, I'm a guitar. I played guitar. And I'm like, holy shit, hell yeah, I'm coming. Like, I'll be there. Like, I haven't seen live music in Iowa ever. So I went and I fell in love with it, and I told him, like, this is what I want to do. Like, I want to get on stage. And he's like, go down to Austin. That's the live music capital of the world. And I was like, well, I got 3 jobs up here, and, like, I was doing 2 bartending jobs, and then I had a daycare job. Like, I was a child.
The daycare one seemed to woof.
You know what? But children are so, like, pure and beautiful, and they're like the hope for the world.
They're evil.
They are evil too. Some kids, you got those bad apples, but for the most part, he just was like, we have a bar down in Austin, and I'll just transfer you. When you want to go?
Shouts out to him. That's dope.
I'm like, Charlie, are you serious? And he's like, yeah. When you want to go, let me know. So about 6 months went by. I saved up, sold my 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, and was a trailer. And I just got in my 2006 Jeep, came here with a TV and a couple baskets of laundry.
And your voice.
And my talent, my voice, yeah.
So, damn, interesting. Okay, well, damn. So, do you have a favorite studio since being out here? that
You
you
know
go
what? I
to?
go to Launchpad a lot. I do
Shouts out to
like
Launchpad.
he's super chill and like super professional, and I like that. So
Shouts out to my guy, A Squared.
yeah.
Do you have a favorite producer? I know he does production as well, but do you have anybody that you go to for your beats, or I'm just curious.
I don't.
You just
It's
spread it
you know
out.
it's strange. I don't know if you've ever had like singers on here, other singers, because like I have a hard time finding R&B beats. So shout out to anybody who has like some soulful R&B beats. Like I'm down to buy them, but for the most part, I just get on YouTube, put in like SZA, her type beats.
Type beats is the big thing now. That's
Yeah.
the hugest thing. There's a dude named Noise. I don't know if you heard of him. He does some R&B stuff.
What's his name?
Noise, Noiise. Shouts out to Noise, and he also has a studio. Not trying to take business away from my guy at Launchpad, but he also does production as well. So
Okay,
gotta go
I'll have
check
to
him
check
out.
him out for sure.
Yeah. And so talk about that, like lack of R&B, or just finding a little more. It's gonna be lack of R&B that you're gonna find, and that's my favorite genre.
Me too.
So what do you think about lack of R&B? And do you think now it's slowly starting to make a resurgence?
I think it is. Because first of all, a lot of people are doing a lot of samples of songs, which I think is amazing. It's
The
starting
Tory
to bring
Lanez thing, he started that.
that whole thing. It's going
I ain't gonna
crazy.
lie, I like it. It's nostalgic, but damn, can we get original people? But go ahead.
Yeah, I totally agree too. Because sometimes you'll hear the song, you'll just want to sing it how it's supposed to be sung. And you'll be like, "No, but this is cool too. This is
Yeah.
cool too." But yeah, so like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I've done open mic nights here for about a year, and I have probably ran into maybe a handful of singers and females even. It's usually just me and the guys, like all the time. So maybe in the future I could like do some type of female takeover where it's just like R&B singers or like spoken word, get the clap.
You get it, yeah, get it kind of a
Yeah,
mixture.
something.
Cause yeah, I mean, to me, the lane is wide open. Even with
Yeah.
R&B in general for males, male and female. I can't think of a lot of them. I mean, there's been some that I've interviewed recently, and I've played their music on our Music Monday live show. But other than that, there's not a ton.
There is a really great one, Bruce Ion. He did a song with ATX Cypher.
Shouts out to ATX Cypher.
Yeah.
Bruce Ion.
Yeah.
ION.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go check him out.
He's a very soulful singer, and I'm getting ready to do something with him soon. Because that's what I was looking for, was like a male singer, and I kind of found one in
Do a
King
duet?
D. Yeah, the King D guy who we did the movie with. Yeah, it's his like, I think it's his artist or just his friend or something. But he introduced me into him, and I was like, wow, you blew me away. You sound amazing.
Talk about the movie.
The movie. Oh, so first of all, I get murked. Take me out, of course. That was my first time ever acting besides doing the Amazon Prime video with CJ. So that was all new, but that's definitely a wave. I could do that.
Oh, it's fun, especially
It's
the
so
die in the
fun.
movie probably too. It's fun.
Yeah,
Ain't
it was so fun.
it?
Especially like if me and the guys were all arguing that day, they'll be like, "That's why you finna get killed tonight." I'm like, yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna get killed better than anybody else, though. You watch. That's funny.
Yeah.
How'd that come to be, though? Real quick.
King D just reached out to me. He was just like, "Hey, I saw you in the Mr. Amazon Prime video." He was like, "Would you like to be the leading lady in the movie?" And I'm like, "Of course."
Hell yeah.
And there I was. Well, there was two other girls, but yeah, it was mostly just us and the
Dope.
guys. Yeah.
Shouts out to that. Show on the 17th in Houston.
Yes. So that is a Hot Girl Summer show. I'm excited about that. Houston's just always showing love. They got nice people out there. It's always just great vibes. They turn up, and I'm gonna turn up. So
That's
Yeah.
dope. Do you want to shout anybody out that got you connects on there, and or how'd you get that? Some people want to like, how'd you get that show in Houston? You don't got to give away your secrets if you don't want to.
Instagram. If I could stress that enough, hashtag Houston artists, hashtag Houston open mic night, Dallas open mic nights, Austin open mic nights. Like just hashtag anything that you're interested in doing, or if you want to work with certain producers in Houston. Those hashtags are like the algorithm. Once you get in one, then you'll get suggested friends of those people. Go check out their friends. Like it's all about how bad are you gonna dig for these people and look for it.
And it connects in that hashtag universe, if that even is a word. But when
Seriously.
you hashtag that specific thing, you're in there now. So that is true.
Yeah.
Was your latest single "Not Gonna Act"?
Mhm.
Talk about that. I like that song. It's really catchy.
So Not Gonna Act is probably one of my favorite songs too. I actually was crying when I was singing it.
Oh,
So
for real?
yeah,
Dang.
because it was very emotional for me.
I'm laughing. I'm not trying to laugh.
I'm a
just
girl
like,
who's
dang, I
been
couldn't tell.
heartbroken, and I needed to talk about it and get it off my chest.
There's a lot of girls who's been heartbroken.
Yeah.
People in general, hey, even dudes can resonate.
And
a
the
lot more than
message
you
in the
think.
song is like, I'm not gonna act like I wasn't in love. I know a lot of people get on social media and they'll just go like, F them, and then they got a new girlfriend, boyfriend the next week or something. Like, no. Once I got hurt, I decided to really step back and say I was in love. I did care. I saw everything. I had to just kind of face the facts that I was hurt, and to heal. That's the real important thing I'm trying to like push.
And I think
it's
that's
like, heal, guys. Please heal. It's the best thing for you.
You just kind of reminded me what like Neo said. Is like he said that same thing some years ago, that with the R&B now there's no feeling in it because they're trying too much to be cool. R&B thugs. There's not that vulnerability no more.
Yeah.
To where like Usher did Burn even in the day, but that song, that's R&B.
Yeah.
It's not about trying to be too cool. It's about speaking that real.
That shit hurts.
And that's what all the good R&B was when you're listening, like Jodeci and everything.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I miss it.
I miss it so much too. I think it has potential to come back. It's just gonna be slow.
Yeah, and in regards to that, like, not every female, but a lot of females are like kind of masculine because they've been hurt so much. So it's hard for us to be soft now. It's hard for us to be vulnerable. And now everybody's got like this brick wall up because they've been hurt so much. Well, once you heal, you'll understand who to choose. You'll have that knowledge. Like, okay, this person already giving me red flags. No. Place boundaries, start learning the red flags.
You gotta know them like quickly.
Like real quick, right?
Yes.
Because people are good at faking too.
Heck yeah. The red flags gonna start to come up pretty soon.
Look like Six Flags.
Talk about the two songs with Light Skin Biggie on this project.
Oh yeah. So I met Light Skin Biggie when I first got here. Me and him just kind of clicked on the music side of things professionally, and yeah, we dropped music. This is actually going to be, he's dropped other music, but he takes it down every once in a while. He'll just restart. I don't know why he does that.
Refresh,
it's like Control Alt Delete. And then you're like, wait a minute. What happened to our 12 streams?
Control C, Control V, or whatever, and then paste it again.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's those two songs he wanted me to do for him because like he deals with a lot of pain. And I was able to express that for him in that song. It was funny. It gets hot in like this little booth in A's studio. And I was like trying to scream, and I wanted to throw my arms when I was screaming my song. And I was like, you got to bring the mic out here, A. I gotta get it like out for him. And then he pulled it out of the studio booth.
I know what you're talking about too. That's why I'm laughing. Keep going though.
He pulled it out for me, and like once he did that, it was about 4 tries, and he was like, "That's the one," Biggie. He's like, "That's the one right there," and I was like, "Yeah."
That's funny though. Shouts out A Squared. Shouts out Light Skin Biggie. I like the projects. I like that one song too. He's speaking that real, and then you're singing. It definitely adds way more to it as well.
Yeah.
What do you got coming up?
As of right now, I am definitely focused on trying to hit 100 cities by the rest of the year. Yeah. I want to leave Texas, not for good, but travel outside of Texas as well. Hit Cali, Atlanta, New York. I want to go to all these different places. I want to hit 100 cities by the end of this year. So we're gonna do it.
Get going. Yeah. Let's go. And then do you have anybody helping with that?
No, I do everything independently.
Independently?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you. Let's get it. 100. We got it. The road to 100.
That's right.
Where can we find you on social media?
You can find me anywhere at the Real Cella Black on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. We're shooting for 10K, you guys.
Let's get it.
We're at 6.5K right now. Let's get it. Facebook is just Cella Black. Everything's just kind of Cella Black. I'm on Apple Music, any type of streaming. Yeah, I'm on
Cella space Black, just like you see it right there, right?
Right there. Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. Ooh.
And it's Cella Black, not Stella.
They put Stella Black.
No. If I introduce myself to somebody, they'll be like, Stella?
Oh,
and I'm like, no, I've had the groove. It's Cella.
You got to be like Cella with a C.
for my birthday, there was these three guys. Gosh, I can't remember their names. They were just kept calling me Stella all night, and I was like, it's like Cella. So then they was like, they made it like, oh, like a snake.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
yeah.
not Stella.
And that helps you remember, yeah, just like that.
Stella. That's funny. I
Yeah.
got you some merch. Or we
Thank
got you some merch,
you.
some Pop Austin Media stuff.
Nice.
Hey, we appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, anytime.
Real good vibes. I'm glad you're in Austin. You're in the right place to be. The new A. We getting it rocking. We getting it popping out here. Hey, we're gonna keep following you, and I like what you're doing. This is Jet with Pop Austin Media, and I'm signing out. Cella Black. Let's get it.
Thank y'all. This is Cella Black. Thank you to everybody, and shout out to everybody who has been supporting me. I love you.